Hi friends. So friends, today we are going to play some games on leeches.org. So friends, let us start. Friends, please message me in the chat below that is the stream visible to you all. Okay friends, we have got our first opponent. So I will open the game with e4, the king pawn opening. Okay, my opponent played c5, the Sicilian defense. I will play knight to f3. Now my plan is to play d4. So friends, I played bishop to f4 to attack the knight on e5. So friends, knight to e5 and then knight to c6 was not a good move because the knight just came in the center and when I attacked it, it just moved. So friends, my opponent has broken the rules of the opening in which we do not have to move a piece twice, but my opponent had played it. So I think now I have the advantage, so I will play knight to c3. Now if knight takes on d4, I can play queen takes on d4. Okay, but he played e5. Friends, over here e5 is not that good move because knight takes c6 is coming, and now black doesn't have the time to capture my bishop, or else the black player will lose his queen. So okay friends, I will not exchange the queens directly. First I will just capture the free pawn, and now if my opponent captures the queen, then I can simply capture it back with my rook, and I have the control over the d file. And then bishop to c7 will also be a threat. Okay friends, my opponent captured my queen, so I think now I can play rook takes on d1. Friends, now I will play bishop to c7, threatening to play rook to d8 with the support of the bishop on the c7 square. Okay friends, this is a good move by my opponent. My opponent developed his piece and as well as attacked my rook, but I can play f3. Okay friends, my bishop is been attacked and his also bishop is been attacked by my f3 pawn. So if I capture it, he will capture my bishop and I will just get double pawns on the g file. So it's better to save our bishop. So friends, if there is some problem in the screen, then please message me in the chat below. I will just check it out. Okay, so friends, my a2 pawn is not that well defended, so I will just play a3 because now I will need to move my knight. friends, my opponent played is knight to e7. So even I will play my bishop to e2. Now my plan is to castle. Yes, I think now I can play f4, threatening to play f5 and double attack on the knight and the bishop. Okay, my opponent played f5, stopping the double attack. A good move by my opponent. So I can just play e5. Now I have created a passed pawn in the center of the board, which is good for me. Okay friends, my opponent wants to exchange my rook, but I will first castle and after that I can exchange. Friends, my f4 pawn is very weak because only bishop and the rook is supporting now. After this move, only the bishop is supporting the pawn, but I will take care of it in the end game. Okay friends, he has given a check to me. I think I will play king to f1. I will just bring my king ahead. And if I had moved my king to h1, then there were back rank threats. So it's better to move my king ahead. So even my opponent castled. I will just attack his bishop on c5. Friends, I think that I should exchange the knight on g6 and double his pawns on the g file, because my bishop on e2 is not doing that good job. It's only sitting in middle of the rook and the king. So I think now I have a chance of playing bishop to h5, and after the knight gets exchanged, then the f4 pawn will be also free, and then I can move my bishop and exchange his good bishop. Okay friends, I will just simply exchange it because his bishop was a good bishop on e6, stopping my passer, and now his bishop is a bad bishop over here because the f5 pawn is blocking the bishop's diagonal. So now I will play bishop to f2, exchange the long bishop, the long ranged bishop. Okay, he doesn't want to exchange. Once I think I can play bishop takes on b6. Friends, this is a good move because after the rook gets exchanged, all the pawns will be on the dark squares. Friends, my opponent just resigned from this position. So I don't think that this position was clearly losing. My opponent was a pawn down, but still he could have played the game further. But let us check that where did we did mistakes. Okay friends, we had the plus point, and after exchanging, I think everything was pretty much equal. So okay friends, now friends, I think I will play another game. So friends, please message me in the chat below that shall I play another game or shall I accept some challenges. Okay friends, I will just play some games. So friends, let us start. This is my second game, friends. Okay, my opponent is higher rated than me, but I will not lose hope. I will still play the game. I think I can play c5. Friends, if you want to challenge me, then you can challenge me on leeches.org. Okay friends, I think my opponent is going for the popular Nazdarov variation in the Sicilian defense, which is a quite good opening at the top level, like mini GMs and IMs plate. Okay friends, now I think I can play e6. Now my plan is to play bishop to e7, then b5 and bishop to b7 and knight b to d7. So friends, I will not say my moves on the stream because my opponent could be watching the stream. So friends, I can play bishop to b7 and attack the e4 pawn. Okay friends, my opponent to move this bishop to b3. I think I can play bishop to b7. So friends, now my opponent can play moves like f3, queen to d2 and then castle on the long side. So that was a good plan for my opponent and he can still play it. Okay, he played f3. Now I think I will play knight b to d7 and now rook to c8, queen to c7 and I will castle on the short side because I can't castle on the long side because I had moved my rook to c8. So friends, I think the position is pretty much equal, but we can't say anything because the middle game and endgame is yet to come. Okay friends, my opponent castled on the short side, even I will castle on the short side and now play rook to c8 and queen to c7. Okay friends, my opponent is thinking for a long time. So friends, over here my opponent can play moves like queen to d2 and connect both of the rooks, or even my opponent can go for king to h1 then h5 and g4 and my opponent can just attack on the king side. Okay friends, my opponent played that move, so even I will play according to my plan. Rook to c8, attacking this long diagonal. So friends, if you want to challenge me, then you can challenge me on leeches.org. My ID is ATH2010. So if you want to challenge me, then you are free to challenge me. Okay friends, I think a4 was not that good move because my pawn came to b4 and now a5 is also possible, but my opponent will get the square of b5 free. So everything has an advantage and a disadvantage. Now friends, I can play d5, and after e takes on d5 I can capture with my knight and attack on the e3 bishop, and if he captures my knight, then I can simply capture back with the bishop. Okay, my opponent captured the pawn. So friends, after playing this game, I think I will accept some challenges or challenge somebody to play against me a rapid game. So friends, my opponent is thinking for a very long time. So my opponent can play bishop takes on d5, but friends, in that case I can simply play bishop takes on d5 and my opponent will give his bishop for a knight, which is not that good exchange in the opening. So okay friends, my opponent has still not played his move. I think my opponent is thinking for a very long period of time, but it is a rapid game and my opponent has 5 seconds increment, so it is okay. Okay friends, my opponent played his rook a to d1. Friends, that's a good move. Friends, I will just simply play my knight to f6, just supporting my knight. And now after bishop takes on d5, I can play knight takes on d5, and my queen's diagonal also gets opened. So yes friends, this is a good position for me, and my opponent is also not that good on time, so I think I should be able to win this game, but we cannot say anything as it's still the opening. Okay friends, my opponent played his bishop to g5. Friends, now I think I should play my pawn to a5. That will be a good option. His knight can come to b5, but his knight will just do nothing over there because he cannot come on d6, c7. He can only come on a7, but that makes no sense because I can simply play rook to a8 and attack on his knight. Okay friends, he wants to exchange the knights. I will accept the exchange. Now friends, I can play my knight to d5. And now friends, my opponent's queen is under attack, and at the same time his bishop is also under attack, but my opponent can play bishop takes on e7 and attack my queen. So when I will capture his queen, he can capture my queen and the position will be just equal. But after rook f takes on d8, there will be a good tactic for me to play. I will not say it on the stream because I think my opponent can be seeing the stream. So okay friends, if my opponent plays some moves like bishop to a2 or h3, then my opponent is just completely fine as the position is pretty much equal. Friends, I think my opponent saw the tactic. It was rook takes on d4, and after rook takes on d4, knight to e2 was a brilliant knight fork. So that's a good save by my opponent. Now friends, I think I can try to give knight to e2 check, but in that case nothing is happening. Now my opponent's threat is to play his knight on the d6 square. So friends, I think I can just avoid it by playing my knight to d5. Yes, I can do it. Friends, this is a good position for me and everything is under control. Only his knight has just came too away from his territory, so I will need to keep a watch on the knight on b5. So friends, everything is equal in the position, and but my opponent is running very much low on time. He has only some like 1 minute 16 seconds left on his clock, which is very low time. But friends, still my opponent had some hopes. I think I will play my bishop to a6, but in that case bishop takes on d5 is a good option. So I'll just improve my king's position by playing king to f8. So friends, we have 3 people watching us. Good going, friends. So all the viewers, if anybody of you want to challenge me, then please challenge me. You can challenge me on leechess.org. My ID is ATH2010. Friends, I will play my rook to c5, but before that I will need to play my king to e7 to support my rook on d8. So friends, my opponent is extremely low on time, which is good for me. So friends, let us see that does my opponent lose on time. If he loses on time, then it will not be that fair because the position is pretty much equal over here. So friends, my opponent has now only 10 seconds left on his clock. My opponent will need to play faster or else he will lose on time. So friends, my opponent lost on time. It was not a fair result because the position is equal over here, and if we put it in the analysis board, then also the analysis will show equal for everybody. It is showing minus 0.4, but for humans it is just equal. So yeah friends, now I will wait for some challenges, and if I don't get some challenges, then I will challenge some of the online players on leechess.org. So friends, if you want to challenge me, then challenge me. I will again repeat all the details. You have to challenge me on leechess.org, and my ID is ATH2010. You can see it over here. So friends, I think we are not getting challenges, so it will be better that I will challenge somebody. So I think I can challenge this person to a rapid game. Let us see that if he accepts our challenge, then it will be good. Okay friends, I think that this person is not accepting the challenge. I'll just cancel it. So let us try to challenge this one. 10+5 rated, random side. So okay friends, let us see that if he accepts our challenge. No friends, even this person is also not accepting. So I think nobody is in the mood of accepting challenges today. So friends, I think I'll just end the stream over here. And friends, if you are watching the stream, then please give this stream a like and also subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell for latest updates. And thank you for watching the stream, and I will just end it.